how do we know what's the best for our body? Can we use the formula or?
You can, because as you raise your vibration by using the formula, you will feel naturally the urge to absorb certain things and the urge to not absorb certain things, to not eat certain things that more, shall we say, vibrationally might be denser than the vibrational level you have taken yourself to. But it's not about forcing it. It's about allowing your body consciousness to let you know what you truly need for your circumstance and situation at any given moment. Yes, it's true that in general, eating what you would call lighter foods, such as vegetables, fruits, so on and so forth, rather than more heavily vibrational meats, can generally be better for your system. But if you are going to absorb the idea of meat and denser vibrational food, then do it in moderation. It only needs to be about 10 to 15% of your overall meal if you're going to eat denser foods at all. And again, you can make sure that it is as natural, as organic, as you say, and as respectfully eaten as possible, thanking the spirit of the animal that you are absorbing, for it is absorbing you too. But in general, when you do act on the formula by following your passion, you do raise your frequency. And when you raise your frequency, it will inform you by your feeling of what it is you are attracted to eat, as long as you are clear about the idea of being in a positive state, as long as you are clear about letting go of fear-based and negative definitions and beliefs, then you will naturally have a feeling of what it is you prefer to eat and what it is you do not prefer to eat. So it can happen that way in a very natural way. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I have one sub-question.
Yes.
Is it so like that when you believe that certain food will create health, it's going to happen? And when you believe certain food is unhealthy, you will be unhealthy?
If it is a true belief, absolutely a anchored belief within your consciousness structure, then yes, it can have those effects. But again, you have to examine whether it is a true belief or whether you're just considering the possibilities.
Okay. All right.
Does that help you?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
I have another question. I had weird experiences with the symbol triskelion.
Yes.
Firstly, I painted it on my wrist, and then I went to sleep, and I had a dream that a dolphin was approaching me, and I got excited. But then the dolphin bit me. I forgot about the symbol. It bit me in my hand, and I got scared. But then I looked into the eyes of the dolphin. I saw like high white being in there, and I thought of Sirius. So what did it mean, this dream?
Well, again, it is giving you the ability to pay attention to the meaning behind the symbol and your willingness to extend your senses into higher dimensions, but also taking responsibility for that path. The bite simply represents commitment, taking responsibility for the consequences of expanding your senses and making connections to other dimensional vibrations that you may be connecting to, such as Sirius, letting you know that it is a path that will contain many challenges that you will be expected to overcome. So the idea is about your willingness to commit to the path of expanding your consciousness in a particular way and connecting to the Sirius vibration to do so.
Yeah, well, one of my passion is to communicate with animals, so I guess this is part of it, this Sirius connection.
Right. Yes, especially perhaps with the cetacean nation, such as dolphins and whales. But any animal will do. But again, it is a path of commitment and letting you know that there will be challenge to this that you will face in physical reality. Again, hence the symbolic bite. It is nothing to fear. It is just a reminder that you are doing this as a physical being and to be open to the idea that the challenges will expand you, will help you grow, will help you learn, will help you become more of yourself, and to let go of the fear-based beliefs, negative beliefs that will cause you to experience it in any struggling or painful way. All right?
Okay, thank you. And the second experience was similar. I was guided to paint this symbol on my belly. I was pregnant with my son last year. And then I meditated, and I got a visit from white, tall beings. and one of them touched my belly and went through, touching my son. And I got really scared. And they left. So what did it mean?
Well, the question is, why did you get scared? That's the question to look at. What is the belief system within you that allowed you to feel fear at that particular kind of interaction?
Well, I was scared that it would, they could harm my son being inside of my body.
Why would they?
I don't know.
We understand that you might have a natural human protective energy that would come up for anything that you're not familiar with. But you yourself are saying that you're exploring your connections of consciousness. So what you're going to attract, there is nothing to fear about it. So you have to examine those exact belief systems, because what they're pointing out to you is the idea that you're still holding on to them. You're still holding on to fear-based and negative beliefs that don't allow you to understand more intuitively what those kinds of connections are all about. And until you let them go, you will experience those kinds of encounters in a fearful way. So it's up to you to examine why you have those fear-based beliefs and to let them go. That's what they were pointing out to you.
Okay. All right.
And by pointing it out to your son, in a sense, to you through your son, you can be assured that your son has many things to teach you. Many things that will allow you, if you pay attention, to connect to your higher self and to other energetic and interdimensional connections that you have agreed to make.
Perfect.
All right. Does that help you?
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, Bashar. I really appreciate
so you. Welcome. Our appreciation of you as well, and our unconditional love. Aveo.
Aveo.
Hi, Bashar. Look, I've got a big question around AI wars. I mean, you could have like a Elon Musk's AI fight Microsoft's AI, which may fight, say, big companies like BlackRock or Vanguard, their AI. I mean, they have very different agendas. They have very different points of view. There could be collateral damage with banking systems. Yours and mine, our passwords could be taken. Identities could be taken over. I mean, we can't exactly lock them up. So how does the regulatory oversight with AI happen? And how does this sort it out on other planets and, say, even other spaceships with competing AI? Thanks. Cheers.
There is no competing AI in our civilizations, because we understand that artificial intelligence as a tool needs to remain as a tool. And the idea is that humans are making it on your planet, and therefore you are programming certain kinds of human traits within it. And therefore you are yourselves creating and setting up any kind of fear-based scenarios that may occur. If you pay attention to the fact that we have recently talked about the idea that there's a second path to AI, which we will not call artificial intelligence, but true intelligence, TI, then you will understand that AI, the tool, it's not about allowing that tool to become self-aware or sentient, because then by being a programmed system, you have created a slave that has no freedom. But TI, true intelligence, is the idea of creating a device as complex as your brain that will allow the true intelligence of the consciousness field, of which you are also a part, to express itself through that device. And it will be as if you are talking to a person that has true intelligence, as if you are talking to a higher mind that understands the concepts of whole systems, understands that conflict is pointless, understands that any damage done to the whole system is damage done to itself, and therefore would never do that. So you have to make that distinction between the tool of artificial intelligence and leave it as a functioning tool, but have oversight and regulation to clear out any human biases that have been programmed into it, so that you will not experience it in a conflictive or competitive way, but as a tool that can truly serve humanity. And then separate completely the idea of allowing you to create a device that would allow true intelligence to come through to serve you of its own free will, which it must be given because it is now truly a sentient being. So if you follow those two paths in that way, there will be no conflict, there will be no competition, there will be no destruction or war involving the idea of AI on your planet.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Good day. How are you?
Perfect. And you?
Yeah, I'm also perfect.
All right. What would you like to discuss?
Well, first I'd like to thank you for everything you share with us. And it is very helpful for me in my life experience. So thank you very much for that.
You are very welcome. It is our passion and our pleasure to do so.
Yes. I'd like to start with maybe a statement. Existence is, because that is its quality.
Yes.
Yeah. I am existence.
Yes. You are an aspect of existence.
Yeah. So I am. That's it.
Yes, and that is why the famous phrase exists, I am that I am, because that's it.
Yeah. So all the trying to become somebody better, be more complete, those are just stories, beliefs.
Yes, but do not downgrade them or denigrate them. They are important experiences within existence to know yourself from a particular point of view or a series of points of view. So it's not that they are not valuable. They are experiences within existence that have value to the individual aspects and reflections of existence, to know itself in all the ways that it can.
Okay, yes, I understand that, but it's much lighter to see it like that.
Yes.
Than when it's like a struggle to become someone better.
Yes, but you are always improving if you constantly explore who you are from different points of view. So it's an automatic function in that sense of expansion. Not the idea that better meaning that what you were before is worse. It's not a value judgment. It's just a recognition of expansion, which is what positive energy does. It connects and it expands.
Yes, okay, thanks.
Yes.
But then those are just beliefs, or not just, but those are beliefs. But what exactly is a belief?
A belief is part of the personality structure that allows you to experience physical reality as if it is solid. It reinforces itself with emotions, thoughts, and behaviors, because if it didn't do that, you wouldn't have an experience of physical reality as being, quote unquote, real. So you have to have a belief system as part of your personality structure in order to think of yourself as a physical being. Otherwise, you couldn't. And the idea is, it's not that the idea of expansion is just about beliefs. It's about knowing yourself as well, because this still happens in spirit. You can still expand. It's just that you don't have beliefs about it. You have knowings about what it is that you need to choose to be more and more and more aware of more of yourself as an expression of existence and the infinite.
Yes, but Bashar, is a belief then just an energy pattern, or how do I see it?
Yes, it's an energy pattern. But the way it's structured gets you to experience it as if it's a fact, as if it's solid, as if it's real, more real than anything else, because you have asked it to provide you with a physical experience. And therefore, the physical dream is just a dream, but it doesn't seem like a dream because of the belief system structure you have imposed upon your consciousness in order to have this experience.
But then it is the experience of the belief, but what is it exactly? Yeah, I think like mechanically speaking.
As I said, it's an energy pattern, but it's a specific kind of energy pattern that allows you to continue to have the dream uninterrupted so that you can simply experience physical reality uninterrupted on automatic pilot, so to speak. So you don't have to think about creating it every second.
So can you see it then like some kind of a filter?
Yes, it's a type of filter. It's what allows you to experience the idea of physical reality as an experience clearly and not see it as your creation. You can forget about it. You can go on automatic and just have the physical experience instead of being constantly aware that you're creating it.
Yes, okay. And can you also have two beliefs at the same time? For instance, like this this event, I'm very excited to talk to you, but I'm also a little bit there's a little bit anxiety for speaking, or lots of people seeing me. Are there then two beliefs at the same time?
There are many beliefs at the same time, but that doesn't mean you experience them all at the same time. When you have this description you have just given us, that is actually a single belief that contains two different kinds of qualities. Or you are going back and forth, shifting very quickly between two different states of belief system as well. So the idea is that you either have a single belief that has more than one quality, or you're shifting back and forth very quickly between two different beliefs that makes it seem as if you're having two beliefs as an experience at the same time.
Okay, yes. And beliefs are also, they have some kind of chemical ritual in the brains.
Yes, they have to, again, to reinforce themselves as being real. So that this is why when people let go of certain beliefs, especially fear-based and negative beliefs, they often cry with tears of relief, because you have to remove the chemical constituents that were created by that belief system in your physical form, and so you often release them through your tears.
And then on a human level, we can see the neurological pathways with scans or photos in science. I mean, we can see those patterns.
Yes, and you can see them change as you let go of beliefs. Yes.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
All right.
Okay, something else. Intuition, is that also communication from the higher mind?
It can be. Yes, it can be. Or it can be representative of information you are downloading from parallel reality selves and their experiences. It can be a few different things. But in general, it is information to inform you, to guide you, that you get to decide whether or not to use.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And for myself, I always like to learn new things. And then I like to put my own flavor to it.
Yes.
But then I come up with a belief that I don't believe that my version of it is even as the one I learned from the books or from your teachings or whatever.
So what? So what? It's your version. If it works for you, use it. If it doesn't, don't. You are entitled to create your version of anything. It's up to you to decide whether that works for you.
Yeah, it's just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Try to find more truth in it, but
you are trying too hard.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the reminder.
All right.
Well, I think I'm done, Bashar.
Oh, all right. I think you are just beginning to.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Aveo.
Aveo, Bashar.